This denial of a visa, Canadian visa, for the chief of defense staff, in fact, it's really paining them. Very, very painful to them. They feel that is a it's disrespectful. It's so embarrassing, and we could see the video that this guy made. On inside that video, Ribadu was saying nonsense talk. Who cares about you? Do you have integrity? And in that video, Ribadu was saying that, oh, this is to tell us how to make our own country strong. This is too much. Are they just realizing it? No, are they just realizing it? When Nigerians are always complaining about how they are being treated abroad, or when they want to obtain something internationally, the kind of embarrassment, the kind of ridicule they go through, they never said anything. He was now angry. So now they break. How old is he? He's seen over 60 years. These are the same set of people who were young. They saw what has been going on in the country that they never liked. They have opportunity of making things, better. No, they don't. So you still telling me now that we are supposed to make our country better? No, or it thinks that these people care about what you feel or what you don't feel. Oh my goodness, it's a good thing. But what we are talking about now is the question being asked by former chairman of the National Human Rights Commission, Professor Chidi Odinkalu. He asked that what were 70 officers going to do in Canada? What were they going to do in Canada? Because from the chief of defense staff the statement said some of them have been granted that visa to have gone, and the other part of them, the remaining part of them or the group, are the ones that they denied visa, including the chief of defense staff. If you hear the amount of money they must have planned for that trip, you will cry. They will tell you there's no money. They have all these lower ranks officer in the army that they are not even taking care of. Not to talk of police. Police is like those ones have been written off, that their welfare is not going to be considered in any form or shape. So Odin Kalu is asking, what were 70 officers going to do in Canada? So they are going for those who have fought the war and all of those cock and bull stories. Yes, the man, Professor Chidi Odin Kalu, has berated Nigeria's chief of defense staff, General Christopher Musa, and other senior military officers following the denial of their visa applications by the Canadian embassy. Odinkalu, via the microblogging platform X, formerly on Sunday, Twitter, condemned the outrage expressed by the officers, questioning the rationale behind attending the Invictus Winter Games in Canada, while Nigeria continues to struggle with severe security challenges. In fact, they are so pained, they are so disgruntled to the level of Ribadu coming out to say to whatever to age with the Canadian government. Would not be anything, not be anything. He just said it. It's not as if they are going to take action. They will continue in their impunity, or with their impunity. Nothing will be done. Odinkalu also raised concerns about the necessity of sending a delegation of over 70 military officers to an event unrelated to Nigeria's security needs. He pointed out that Nigeria, as a tropical West African nation, does not observe winter or participate in winter sports, making the decision to send such a large delegation highly questionable. Odinkalu further accused the Nigeria senior cabinet members, led by National Security Advisor Ribadu, of handling the situation in an embarrassing manner. He described the controversy as a failure of governance and called for greater accountability among top officials. He said senior officials of a Nigeria government who should be ashamed of themselves are fronting the Canadian denial visa to the CDS. How does anyone justly justify a delegation of 70 officers led by the CDS to Invictus Winter's Game? Instead of acknowledging a terrible our own goal or apologizing, we have a disgraceful lineup of senior cabinet members led by Ribadu and including freelancing ministers, making the government look more stupid. We may be lawless, but other countries are not obliged to follow us in that regards instead of abusing Canadian whatever. Okay, the Nigerian government owes them an apology. Additionally, in a proper system where there will be an investigation as well as consequences for those who have brought this kind of embarrassment upon the country. These people should stop disgracing Nigeria, disgracing themselves. Mm. No be so. Mm. No be so. Na so. If you hear the extra code that these guys are going to be collected, now what did they pay them be that? All the trips that Tinubu has been making, of what use? No, of what use? Just to fulfill all righteousness and making themselves and enriching themselves. That's it. What's a country? Maybe they want to go and look for how to hide their loot through buying of properties or other investment in Canada. Just my humble opinion, of course, which is in the mind of many Nigerians. You cannot rule that out. They want to cool their heads. Odinkalu, please help us ask them or ask them. That is how they waste money. They will tell you Nigeria is a poor country, but how much? If you hear how much these guys waste on themselves, people are really tired. People who are supposed to know better will fall in line and be supporting them. Bunch of opportunists have got the privilege that turn them intoxicated. Usually, they abuse the opportunity. Better tell them loudly. I salute the boys, both alive and dead, for their resilience and courage in the war front to save Nigeria from this unnecessary carnage. Boys who cannot go to Canada but enjoy their comfort in the forest of Zamfara and in the sands of Borno State. God bless you all. Those who are really doing the work, all this on the office, be collecting billions and billions into their accounts. They are busy looting and wasting resources. Nigeria is hopelessly hopeless. Someone called the country a zoo, and it looks like it is indeed a zoological republic. I have I'm now seeing a confused country. With the current challenge of insecurity our country is facing and high cost of governance today, together with debt burden, how can a government sponsor 70 senior military officers abroad for an anniversary? Our leaders are really insensitive to the suffering of the masses. Of course, now you know the consequences of this that is why Tinubu is doing everything to please them. Everything and everything just to please them. It's just a ridiculous society. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.